life generally did not begin with choices. And I remember that I made this post earlier on my LinkedIn page, and I got feedbacks, and we all came to a general conclusion that life did not begin with choices. I didn't get to choose the family I was born into. I didn't get to choose Nigeria as a country. I believe if we all had the opportunity to choose, I don't think any of us would have chosen to be in Nigeria. I don't know. But I'm just guessing that nobody would have chosen to nobody would have chosen to be nobody would have chosen to I'm so sorry, I got distracted. So nobody would have chosen to be in Nigeria, if you get what I mean. So eventually we did not come up with choices. We were not born with choices, but with time, and this generally did not make life equal. So the fact that someone was born in a rich home and somebody was not born in a rich home already made life unbalanced, unfair. Like it was an unfair advantage from the beginning. So now our choices now help us to make the right decisions, and in order to make that choice that we're unable to make more advantageous for us, if you get what I mean. So for example, let's paint this scenario for a clearer picture. Let's say Mr. A was born with in let's say Dangote's family, and Mr. B was born in, let's say, Mushin, or let's say in a very low background family. Definitely Mr. A that was born in the Dangote family definitely has higher advantage than even Mr. B before even life started, because he was born into wealth and affluence. So he is already advantageous by default, not by his choice, not because he worked for the money or because he did anything special, but because he was born into that family, is already advantageous. Now Mr. B, on the other hand, that was not born in the Dangote family, that was born in a very low background setting, is not advantageous as at that time. So he needs to work. So this will now lead me to our second point, that the choices we make help us catch up in life. So now it is not an excuse for Mr. B to now say, oh, because I'm not born in Dangote's family, that is why I'm not going to do or perform well. That is why I'm having issues. That is why I'm struggling. Or that is why I'm finding it difficult to do certain things. His choices can help him catch up with the other party who already met advantageous benefits. Are we still together? So this leads me to the second point, that as age increases, our choices increases. So I would also want to thank you very much. I can see we're all together. So our choices increases. So now, as he grows older, as Mr. B, now please, I would love you to keep Mr. A and Mr. B at the back of your mind, because we'll be using them as we are going forward. So I don't get to reiterate what the analogy I already gave earlier. So now, as Mr. B grows older and begins to see life in itself, has now seen that, oh, I have to make certain choice to be able to stand out even more. And even if Mr. A, who was born in Dangote family, doesn't even make the right choices, he can still even go and stoop lower to Mr. or even below Mr. B's background. So eventually, you not making a choice is a choice. I don't know if you get what I mean. So some people will be like, maybe I should not just bother doing anything, or I should not just go about doing anything because you're not even sure of the outcome. You deciding not to do something is already a choice. So it is better for you to make a choice that you're going to stand with than not to make a choice at all. I don't know if you get. So you not making a choice is a choice, and you making a choice is also a choice. If you get what I mean. So he still what helps the two parties navigate properly are the choices they make. And that's why this common quote says that everything in your life is a reflection of the choices you make today. We've already established the fact that in the beginning, choices were not made, were not in our place. We were not born to make choices. But as age comes in, as enlightenment comes in, the higher chances of making choices increases. And now that you now know that, okay, this is the right thing to do, this is the wrong thing, this is not the right thing to do at this time, also now affects what you do. So if you now decide that, oh, you're not going to do anything about it because you just want to be lackadaisical about everything, and you just feel like, oh, the fact that you were not born into a rich family is already a lot, or the fact that you are in Nigeria, there is no point of working hard, it's already a choice that you have made to not do anything about your life. So now the best way you can change your life decisions is to start making the right choices. Okay, so I've been making the wrong choice, so now let me relate it back to my family. That's the student lifestyle. Okay, you already found out that there is this particular person in your class, or this particular person that you admire or you look up to, that just seems to do things seamlessly and so easy and so perfect, and you begin to wonder that, what's this person doing differently? I don't know if it's me that thinks that way. For someone like me, whenever I do not perform optimally well in a particular thing, there are three things I look out for. One, especially when it comes to academics, one, I look for the person in my class that had the highest in that particular subject, and I start looking at this thing from tests, during tests. That's number one. Number two, look for the lecturer. Seek the counsel of the lecturer, because at the end of the day, it's the lecturer that is marking it. So if you are not performing optimally, it means that the lecturer is expecting something that you are not really doing, or that you have not really done, or you have not really gotten, or the area of his marking or her marking. And the third thing is to not be discouraged about whatever feedback he gets, because some of the times we human beings can be very, very dynamic and very funny. You can go out to meet your friend now and they're like, "Only me alone so that you pass more than me." I think I've addressed this on LinkedIn, that you should not be having, we should leave that mindset of, oh, you don't want to share your knowledge because you don't want people to get more than you. I feel like I've moved past that. Life have evolved around beyond that. Should I use the word narrow-minded saying? So maybe you have people like that. I feel like you should now be open-minded. So you have to decide to meet all of these people, know where the issue is coming from, and fix it. So I just use that scenario to drive home the decision aspect.